Hello there folks, welcome back to the Chap's Guide. My name is Ash and I am your host on this journey through men's style, self-development and personal grooming. Today, something of a different style of video for you. I want you to think about how important style actually is when it comes down to the necessities of functionality. Because being stylish and well-dressed is all well and good. But what happens when society breaks down and we have to rely upon our clothing and our accessories to help us to survive, to get through to the other side of a catastrophe? Today, I'm going to think about a scenario that we might be exposed to. And it has helped me to think about the items that I would seek to grab to get me through to the other side of a situation. So, let me unveil to you the scenario which we are hypothetically facing today. Let us imagine that a plague of some kind has escaped from a government laboratory somewhere in the world. That plague has spread swiftly, communicating through the general population. The symptoms of that plague make people act with zombie-like characteristics, causing injury and harm to other human beings. In order to remove myself from the danger, I have retreated here into the great outdoors, the woods, my woodland retreat, where I'm going to ride out the zombie apocalypse which seems to be facing the rest of the world. However, I was only able to grab one set of clothing, but I had the opportunity to choose the things which I knew would be best suited to get me through the weeks or months ahead. Not just clothing, but a few accessories as well. Just 5 items I'm going to talk about today. This might help you to think about what would you grab. Do you have the things in your wardrobe necessary to get you through such a situation? Now, the items I picked up as I was running out of my home need to have a few characteristics. They need to be tough, rugged, reliable, comfortable and durable, because I don't know how long I'm going to have to wear them. So they have to be suitable for the situation which I face. So all items need to be worth their weight in gold to me whilst I'm out here in the woods surviving, whilst society has gone to hell in a handcart. So these are the items which I grabbed as I was leaving my house, which will help me survive the zombie apocalypse. Now, the first thing I need to ensure my comfort and my ability to survive is a really great pair of boots. I've been a lover of boots for a long time, and a rugged boot is a necessity in a survival situation. I have long held that these Trickers Malton boots are the perfect zombie apocalypse boots, and for very good reasons. Firstly, the sole. They're made of a deeply cleated commando sole, which allows you to get traction whether you're on wet leaves, mud or whatever, and it's going to last a long time. Goodyear construction, that means the sole is very carefully, mechanically and securely fastened to the upper. You're never going to have the situation where the glue or cement keeping your boot together fails. Not when the boot has been robustly stitched from the top to the bottom. The other thing which this boot has, which I really need, is durability. It is made with a leather called sea shade leather. The leather is made from the hides of older, more mature bull animals. So it's thicker, stronger, more robust, yet still quite comfortable. So it's ideal for the survival situations here out in this zombie apocalypse world in which we're now living. And also, let's not forget, as a survivor of the zombie apocalypse, we also want to be stylish. And I believe the broguing, whilst not in any way detracted from the ruggedness of this boot, it also provides something which is attractive on the eye, which I need, because if I'm going to be stuck here on my own, I at least want to look my best. Now, the next item of essential clothing every man needs out in the woods is obviously a pair of trousers. And I've chosen a pair of trousers from a British brand, which I've rather fallen in love with just recently, called Andsons. Now, Andsons make world-renowned adventure wear and heritage workwear. Items which are just made to last. They're stylish and incredibly robust. And they're exactly the sort of thing you're going to grab for when the world descends into a zombie apocalypse. The trousers I'm wearing are a pair of tanned coloured Beckett trousers. Now, these are classic British adventure trousers. 97% cotton, 3% elastane, meaning they're really comfortable to wear, and the colour is perfect for blending into my environment here in the autumn in the United Kingdom. As all of the leaves fall from the trees, it is natural camouflage. Now, the trousers have many functional pockets. They even have braces or suspenders buttons already attached. So perfect for my life here as a survivor post-apocalypse. A pair of trousers is an essential, and these work perfectly. Now, probably the most essential item of clothing that I need to survive, certainly in the winter and the cooler times of year, is a heavy-duty adventure jacket. And I've hit the jackpot today because I'm wearing a black gold wax cotton jacket, also by Andsons. Now, this jacket is everything that I could have hoped for surviving in the woods or in an urban environment if my situation had been different. So in a time where you need to get serious, wax cotton is the way forward. Now, I thought about many of the contenders who would also be considered as jackets to wear in this situation. But this garment by Andsons really hit the target for me for a whole host of reasons. Firstly, it is made by British cotton Millerain. Now, Millerain is a long, over a century established company which makes waxed cotton at the very highest standard from around the world. And this is really thick, heavy grain, wet look, black waxed cotton. It looks menacing as well as absolutely feeling fabulous when I wear it. In addition, it is lined with a thick quilted flannel material. So underneath this incredibly waterproof and tough and thorn resistant outer shell, inside it feels like I'm swaddled in a comfortable blanket, and truly doesn't matter what the temperature, it keeps you lovely and warm. But the functionality is also as important as the durability. And you will note that this jacket is absolutely covered with many flapped pockets. I got two large bellows pockets here at my hips. On the chest, more bellows pockets with brass fasteners. Also, there's zipped pockets, there's hidden pockets inside. There's even a huge game pocket at the back where, I don't know, you might be out looking for survival rations, you find them, you can slip them into the back, yet still stay ready for anything which might befall you. This jacket truly feels like I'm wearing a modern day suit of armour. It's super heavy, super thick, super robust. I feel totally battened down in it and ready to take on any situation which comes my way as a survivor. When it comes to my outdoor loving life, what better is there for comfort and durability than a flannel shirt? And once again, I've turned to Andsons for this Washburn off-white 78% cotton flannel shirt. It's lovely and thick and durable, but soft and cosseting against the skin. With reinforced elbows, it just feels lovely as a layer to be worn on its own on warmer days, or perfect for wearing under a utility jacket or a combat jacket to keep you warm when times turn rather cold. What I love about this shirt, lots of little utility features like pencil pockets, big flapped pockets. It just feels perfect for these cool and even cooler days as a survivor in the woods. I know what you're thinking. So what wristwatch does a survivor grab as he's running out of the house into the woods so that he can keep track of time as the world unfolds into its hell-like future? Well, for me, there was no difficulty in making that decision. I wanted a watch which was tough, robust, able to deal with any elements, easy to see in any light conditions, and it's going to last for the rest of my life. You can probably already see it on my wrist. It is a Rolex Submariner, chosen because it's made of stainless steel. It's tough as the old boots which I'll be wearing as well. It is full of luminescence and a large face, so I can see the time even in the dark. If I can work out how long it is before the sun comes up, it can help in my survival situation. It's got an automatic movement, so it'll constantly keep winding itself as I go through my life. And it's water resistant to 300 meters. So whether I fall into a river and have to swim to save my life, the watch isn't going to fail. It's also even got a glide locks clasp. So as I gain weight and lose weight, as my access to rations become available, I can just adjust my watch so it fits perfectly. So the watch is an important part of my survival kit, and the Submariner is the one from my collection I chose. So there we go, folks. Those were the items which I would choose if I had to survive the zombie apocalypse. You will note, I am British. There are no AR-15 assault rifles here. It's simple stuff like the axe. But the creature comforts and the electronic devices which we've all depended on for so long are gone. A thing of the past. Now we need to survive so that we can train the future generations of semi-feral human beings how to get by in the future. We need to teach them how to tie a bow tie and how to put a mirror shine on their zombie kicking boots. That's our task now as survivors. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video today of the items which I would select if I had to survive a zombie apocalypse. Many thanks to Andsons for providing several of the items which you've seen today. I am providing a discount code of, I think, 20% for anything from the Andsons range, and I will put a link to their website below. It's a great time with the Black Friday sales coming up to take advantage of that discount code, and believe me, you will not be sorry. You will be prepared for that zombie future which lies ahead. If you've enjoyed the video, like it, subscribe. You can support the channel by buying me a coffee or even becoming a patron, and there you will benefit from the additional videos which I make each and every week. And drop me a comment, send me a question via email. I would love to hear from you. So folks, good luck on your survival task, and I hope I'll see you in the next video.